Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I know it there.
What fly?
Yeah, yeah.
It sounded like Saturday Night Live before short fishing started. Yeah. Thanks. Right. Calling the meeting to order is now, let's call it 6:35. And the first order of business is approving the minutes. Hopefully people read them. I have one copy here if you want to quickly peruse it.
No,
You did?
Yeah, seems fine.
Okay.
I motion that we approve the minutes. Second,
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, done.
Jack, will you post them or you wanna
I
send?
will direct, I do that, and I also keep a set of them in there, hard copies.
Okay, I
You
forgot.
can always go get hard copies.
Oh, I might have it with me. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so as far as the hearing is concerned, I got agreement from Bill Lee to continue the hearing because we don't have the latest Levesque view of their latest version. Their plan. No, gonna be to going to be announced in August. So we have to vote on that too. So we'll make a motion to continue the hearing.
I make a motion that we continue the New Leaf hearing until the set date in August of our choice.
Is it our choice or is it to make it?
It's up to us, but I'm not gonna be here. Right? If someone else wants to take over, I'd be.
No, Jack,
Perfectly all right.
no, Jack.
I won't be able to do the 19th.
You won't.
Yeah,
Okay.
Eric can come, then he'll have.
Well,
Well, let's look at the
we
calendar.
gotta have 4 people and Eric is here tonight. He's not.
Right, but the 19th.
All right, so we have
Well, I
August,
still have 4.
Yeah,
what's the last one?
there's
The
my at
last-
the table.
The last Wednesday is the 26th with Jack. Jack, you're leaving on the 24th.
Something like that, the Saturday.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be on a Wednesday. We could do it the 20th. Thursday, the 20th.
Oh. Yeah,
You tell us.
That's a better night for me to help you with some.
on the 19th, I mean, the 20th. All right, we could do that. Yeah, that's good. So we have a motion on the floor here.
Yeah.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think I made the first motion. I have a question though about this.
Sure.
Okay. In the letter, you guys were talking about, Brandon was talking about, wanting us to look at the review, to get the review done.
I'll read his email. How would that help?
That-
That'd be easier then. Did anyone else read his latest email that I forwarded?
Well, I read everything that you forwarded.
Okay.
Yeah, I read it too. I mean,
that was.
here's my question about it specifically. He talked about, it was asking if it was possible for us to look over the review and give them feedback so that when they came to the meeting, I think essentially he's asking that we would just be able to approve it because we've looked at everything and gone over everything. My question about that is, I don't think that's legal, so to speak, because that would mean that you and I, because Rachel wouldn't be there, we'd be looking at it, and we want her to be there at the meeting, yes?
Rachel?
Oh, isn't it Rebecca?
Yeah.
We want her to be there so that we could go over everything with her, and I felt like when you and I met with them, that she was acquiesced pretty quickly because there was only you and I to question anything.
Okay.
Is that? Do you kind of agree with that?
That was an information gathering, basically session for him. That's what it boiled down to.
So what he's asking, you have it, I can pull it up.
Yeah, you can find it, I can't, I must have.
I got it, hang on, I do.
Yeah, and then read it, okay? That's-
Okay,
So I read it on the
I
same
will
page.
do this thing. So. Jack. Nope. So done. That's it. I have it in the trash, so. Okay.
I've got it too.
Okay, you read it.
I'll read it.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
got forget.
Okay, it says. Regarding tonight's meeting, to make it official, please consider this our request to continue the hearing to the next Conservation Commission meeting. Please advise which day that will be. I am assuming August 26th, but let me know if that's incorrect. Also, I expect that our RLA, that's our consultant, likely will have some minor comments remaining when they do this review. Is there any way we can get out ahead of having them do one final review if needed? Since we have until the end of the month, I would like to come to the meeting with as clean of a review letter as possible, even if it means having RLA spend more time. Perhaps you can discuss with the CC tonight to pre-approve a final review proposal. In other words, we approve it without having seen the data. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I would hope the level of effort and therefore cost should be reduced as the items they need to review lessen. Another option would be requesting that RLA hold some of the current funds for a final review if possible. I just want to avoid having some small items that could be resolved before the meeting still be outstanding because RLA doesn't have permission to review and approve. Lastly, can you confirm with them that they will plan on attending the August meeting? I didn't answer those questions.
Right, so I feel like he's in his job, which is trying to make it so that at the August meeting, we would approve it, but I don't think we can do that because I think we need a review with all of us and Rebecca and Brandon. Because I think that when I sat in on that meeting, and I'm sorry I was late for that, but I feel like our two lone voices or perspectives and questions are not enough for us to say, like, oh, the committee could approve.
So he's asking for approval, and then if there's any bits and pieces to do with action.
Yeah, that's not how I read it.
Okay,
How do you read it?
He's looking for us to, he's talking about having them do a final review. So this is, they did this review. Or no, they're reviewing his latest plan set,
yeah.
which takes into account everything that they had addressed in their 60-point, letter.
Yeah,
And he's looking for some sort of, hey, to speed them along. If there's any kind of final review they need to do, they know what it is. It's like gonna be like 5 or 6 items that they find in this plan set. If they find something wrong, he just wants us to say, please go ahead and tell us what needs to happen there. To allow them to do additional work, authorize them to do some sort of final work to tie this up. So that he can come with as like he says, a clean a slate as possible, everything addressed as possible. And even then, I don't think we're ready to deliberate because we need to review all of that and that's gonna take time.
Yeah.
But at least it would come together at that meeting.
yeah. What did you think? Ted?
Yes, that's my impression is basically he wants another review. He wants a response to that and he wants to try to get it done so that they have time to kind of address all of those points and, to a certain extent, present even another plan, which wouldn't require quite the same amount of review, because we already know it's down to, like like David said, 5 points kind of thing. So that we're going into the meeting knowing that there are those very few points, There's nothing to approve. I don't see anything to approve beforehand. It's all, our work is almost done. At this point, we're still at RLA's, we need to have just Levesque continue to do their reviews, and so there's nothing to approve. We just need RLA to actually do their thing. I don't know why it would take a week or 10 days, if even that. And other than maybe their busy schedule, but otherwise, like they said, the points will be down to very small potatoes here, and that they could at least come to the meeting having addressed all of those points. And then I'll have something to talk about.
Otherwise, they would ask to make special conditions as a condition of approval.
Well, I don't
It
think
could
you
be,
say
but
that.
either way.
Say that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking if there is anything substantial there and it's not addressed in this. And if he doesn't get back on the plan that's fixed in some way, then he wants to get it done anyway. And the way to do that would be to make a special condition that you do X, Y, Z, even though it may be just small things, but, tweaking it a little bit
Right.
more.
He may push for that, but I think, it's two perspectives. These guys are right.
Oh, I
he's-
know.
Yeah,
I think you made a good point.
This is going through, this is happening. They're spending a lot of money. It's not like they're about to back out or anything.
and they said they'd spend.
These things are happening. And so, they're just trying to get down to, okay, we're clearly showing the commitment. We are fixing all the points. Come up with all of your points so that we can address them. Otherwise, it just goes on another meeting and, if it's the point of 4 or 5 things, or, if they were things that could go into the order of conditions, then why wouldn't we just do those? Otherwise, we're belaboring something,
Well, the thing is, I'd be very surprised if there's gonna be much anyways. I don't know if you've read over the stuff, but it's pretty thorough.
It's very,
And based upon what Betsy and I saw, he's pretty much addressed those things at that meeting.
Except for one thing,
I know your favorite thing. and
my
it isn't-
favorite thing.
And it isn't bad.
It isn't bad. It's that they put some sort of cloth, and I printed it out and forgot to pick it up, but they have specified a special cloth under the gravel of the roadway so that it doesn't mud up or rut, whatever. But there's nothing under the gravel around the best system.
If you look at that
He
plan,
found something?
there is something in the plan.
Oh, good.
I think he responded to your concern.
Said he would.
Yeah, so,
He said he would look.
yeah, so
Oh, good.
that's
Okay.
good. You made
Okay.
your point that something happened. It's important.
I feel accomplished.
That's great. It was worth your time. You make your word late. You were practiced the right time.
I did.
Good timing, Betsy.
Yes,
So I'll try to relay that to him.
I think he said, one option would be to have RLA, try to withhold a little bit of funds so that he can respond quick. I think, the way I interpret it, he can respond quickly and he can get those final tweaks in front of them for review so that he can come to the next meeting with as tied up as possible.
But I don't see how he's paying the exact amount they.
I know it.
So the extra, they're not holding funds, they need
Well,
more,
There's
right?
one thing.
Am I wrong?
He doesn't want to go through another selectman approval,
No,
it's,
I just got it signed last night.
that's great.
And he sent some money overnight and then we gotta send a retainer. It all takes time to make these transactions, but the thing is, say no. Oh.
So we're not paying for the whole review, the town is sending a check for a retainer.
No, we're getting the full amount,
Okay, no, I
and
know.
now I remember, we take the retainer out of that, which is about half of it. The other thing I thought of is, part of this projection is to have Rebecca come to the last meeting. Now, if she doesn't come, I don't really see a reason unless there's some controversy going on. And that would spare some funds, I would think, if we need to. I'll raise that issue with Rob Levesque about that.
Mhm.
How's that sound?
Maybe we can, if there's really a question, a couple of us could talk to her. Or do the same thing we do.
Why wouldn't she be able to come?
I'm just
Just
saying,
say
we're
what we-
paying for her to come.
Yeah.
That's part of the deal, but what if we say, rather than have her come to the meeting. We may want her to have come anyway, but I don't know at this stage. Rather than have her come, reserve some of those funds just in case you need to do a little more tweaking. Does that sound reasonable?
Well, we should see everybody's gonna work with the plan.
Yeah, well, that's, you gotta do that anyway.
And what maybe we can say that depending on her review. Her second review of
Yeah.
this,
Right.
which they paid for,
Whether she needs. to-
whether she needs to come, maybe she'll look at it and go, this looks good.
I thought about that too, yeah. Anyway, I'll do some communicating.
Although it sounds like he's planning that they find something. Must have put something in there. Huh?
Well, he knows. You think there's a trick thing like.
Well, either that or there's not really, and it's kind of like, if you're gonna dig up some kind of bone, let's find out ahead of time. Yes. We're
Yeah.
beating down
There's
this.
no surprises.
Sort of like the empty files.
Do we need to vote on anything?
No, I think we already passed the one about continuation.
And we're on for 19th, given, the 20th,
20.
if they
Yeah.
are able to agree to it.
Yeah. Thursday, yeah. Let's see here. I got something here for you. This is just something we should make ourselves aware of. It has to do with the NHESP map of priority habitats and they're upgrading it. He wants to,
Thanks, Steve.
and it's going to be available on August 5th. I would suggest you look it over. You can get the existing one right now. You can download it from their website, but it's gonna be, they're gonna be taking comments on this draft. Priority habitat map, which is probably a good thing to check out. In August 5th. I'm sure you.
I use this daily almost, like if I'm doing anything with work, I gotta do that.
You've probably been aware of this already.
It's not only that, but once it is, anything's changed or updated. See, my work is where these things.
Yes, I know, you find things that are.
Exactly.
That's the whole idea, you don't wanna miss it.
And then when I work with it, unless I, for some reason, am not on the internet, if I'm on the internet, when they upgrade any of the layers, it automatically does that in my.
Oh, it does, so keep right up with it.
Yeah,
Do you work for somebody in particular?
yes.
I just don't know, so I'm asking.
Yeah, I
If
work
you
for
don't
me.
know.
No, I work for me. So, yeah, I mean, I work for myself and people contract me and all over Connecticut, Mass, and sometimes Vermont, and
Like Emily does.
well, yeah, except I don't do wetland stuff.
Right.
But I just do rare plants and animal kinds of work, and yeah, and so, but it can be towns and it can be nonprofit folks, it can be private individuals and all that.
Yeah, so you're a good source.
How's this, connected to, the federal thing that they're trying to change,
No, this is-
habitat?
No, not this Massachusetts.
So this is,
Federal and state have basically nothing to do with
but do you
it.
know what that thing they're trying to change?
I'm not sure which, there's a lot of things that
In
are
the
changing.
endangered, like in the Endangered Species Act, they're trying to
Yeah,
not count habitat as something that the species need.
yeah,
How could
it's
people,
amazing,
It's
isn't it?
ridiculous.
Mhm.
And so they can use the habitat for whatever trashy thing they wanna do.
You weren't surprised.
A new golf course.
No, I wasn't surprised, but they're like, well, we're not hurting the animals, we're just tearing up their home.
Basically,
That's what they're
this
doing.
project is.
Amazing.
So Massachusetts does this kind of thing and the federal stuff doesn't, it's only on federal land that the government's trying to change that, you know?
Depends on the specifics of what you're talking about, but, otherwise, if it's federally protected species, the state would be protecting it as well,
Okay.
and at least in Massachusetts and Connecticut, all these New England ones, the habitat would be protected as well.
No matter what the feds do.
Well, it's only because it's included, this priority habitat here part of what's determining it is that it's priority habitat because it's a federally listed species there. We know to do that, and so we are doing that. And,
Well, then how, if it does go state by state, then how can the feds change that?
they can change the way the federal statute so that the feds don't respond in the same way. But if the states include it here, now, when you're dealing with a state, Massachusetts has the strongest laws in the country regarding this kind of thing. Other states, the plants aren't really that protected. Vermont, they're not really that protected that great.
Oh,
You know, many of the other states, they're not really protected all that well.
Oh.
And so they can take them.
okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
You're welcome, I got this communication from NACC. Yeah. I did contact, our rep, Lindsay Sapagos, about this, and I talked to Mark, Stinson, and he was very concerned about it, he said, I think it's particularly this thing about the Mass Ready Act, which is the energy thing, is that if there's a project, renewable energy project, if something goes that displeases the applicant, the normal route is to appeal to the DEP. Well, they take that away, the appeal goes to the Energy Siting Board instead of the DEP. And that's not making him happy. It shouldn't. So I talked to Lindsay about that, and she's actually talked to the people in the conference committee about it, about our concerns. So that's all we can do for that. I just have a couple more small things.
Okay.
We're doing pretty well. Time wise. I need someone to go to the town offices and collect mail on either Monday or Wednesday mornings, because Sheila's working. And, rather than have.
Sheila?
Yeah, me.
She works.
Oh,
okay?
Well, they don't open till 9.
There was
I'm
another
late for work.
another Sheila I thought I
I
heard.
already knew that. So if someone would be willing to just check it,
That's fine.
yeah, I would say maybe one day a week would probably, maybe if you went on Wednesday or something like
You
that.
said it's Monday or Wednesday?
Yeah, 9 to 12, they're open, the office, the town offices. That would be great.
Sometimes I've gotten there before 12,
Hmm.
but there's usually not.
Yeah, well, it's rare.
Yeah.
That's how I picked up this thing about the priority habitat map.
Can I just do it? I can't do it the next 2 weeks.
That's okay.
I can do it Monday
All right, I'm away the next 2 weeks.
and also do it Wednesday because I'll be coming back or I'm gonna go into work.
Then I can reliably do it.
Okay, so I'll do it next week and if you could after that.
That's great, guys, thank you. The only thing I'm really expecting is a forest cutting plan for that job up on North Central Street. Because we haven't got the official one that was approved by the forester yet. We saw the proposal that was provided by the forester, but not approved yet.
Where is that?
It's on North Central Street, and part of it's in the Holly State Forest along South Road.
Mhm.
And it's on the east side of North Central Street. 2 lots actually involved, crossing a wetland.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
So in the draft material that we saw,
Yeah,
there's a space in there for, like, how to address the crossings or any kind of wetland, impacts.
yeah,
And it addresses like the BMPs that you've given me that
Yeah.
template. I didn't see any of that listed. Is that something that would be in the final form? Like,
that's a good question. It depends upon what the service forester requires at that stage. This guy has got a lot of experience and I've actually met him. He's done some decent work already in town. I would be very surprised if he didn't apply to the BMPs.
all right,
Who's doing that?
It's, just a moment here. He has the same last name as the applicant.
wasn't Clark?
From Warwick? Sean?
I think, was it Clark? I think it's Clark.
Oh, Clark, yeah,
You know him.
okay,
Yeah, he's a local guy.
yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, otherwise the forester will require all crossings will be marked. They'll be mapped, they'll be flagged,
And hopefully it'll be done when the grass grows or the
and
grass.
that's required. Well, that part is not necessarily the case, but
Well, that's,
they do get marked, and there is a plan for what style of crossing. will be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a space that lists what style of crossing, but all that was blank.
yeah, that's right.
Talked about the lumber that was being harvested.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't really address that.
Maybe it's a thing that usually they discuss it with the forest or the service forester to determine what he or she wants at each of them.
I should give you her, contact information because she's always been very open and helpful to us. You can ask her questions. If you see something you don't like, you can report it. So she's really good.
The forester.
Yes,
Allison.
Allison Wright, but Windsor. That's, she's married, her married name is Plainfield.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what else. I think we should start archiving, especially the permits we do. I know you were talking about digitalizing it, but we have already an archiving system set up. And we don't have much to do. There's only that one on Alden Lane that we've given a permit since January. But if anyone's willing to work with me on that, at least doing that one just to get the feel for it, I think it'd be good. I want to do it for this New Leaf Energy one too. There should be a hard copy record as well as a digital. I'll post on the website. I'm gonna post the permit as well as the maps, anything that people might want to refer to. It'll be right there at this meeting in August, so that people can refer to it.
And so what do you need help with?
yeah, what's involved? with
Well,
that?
remember I showed you, that map over there, it shows, it's a grid setup for the whole town. And so each one's got a number and a letter. And then there's in those file cabinets in there, there's all these file folders with those numbers. You just put it in there, so that's the thing that Judy sort of worked on.
To match, no, the grid.
Yeah, to match up the grid,
I see, so we have to take the paper, go to the map,
find out where to put it,
Where it is on the grid.
yeah.
put a couple. Okay,
And then there's a drawer in the bottom,
Yeah, make
you can
sure.
put these sets of plans down there. Write something on it so you know what it is, so plans will be hard copy of the plans too. That's about all I have, unless anybody has any.
I have a question about Campbell Road. I go and looked at it, and there was a young couple that they were gonna build,
Yeah,
but there's a lot of houses down there now.
oh, there are, that's been developing, yeah.
So, but we never went and looked at other places that were gonna
Well-
build.
It's,
And there's one that got built and it was probably just that must have been there.
did it have any wetlands on it? Did you look to see if there were any wetlands? It may be that there were sufficient wetlands to justify. Yeah. I know we did look at least one lot down there
Yeah,
that had a stream in the back. Heard that.
right.
As a matter of fact, the new executive secretary has a place down there. That they built it. Anything else? Somebody make the motion.
Sure. I second.
There you go.
Okay. Any abstentions?
I'll help you with the archive, I don't know, you're going to make.
Well, there's a little bit of time. We don't even got the boots till September. Or you got a trip